So I decided to get some AJ off-road armor, uh, XJ sliders or rock sliders for my Cherokee XJ, and went on University YouTube and looked for reviews. Couldn't really find anything much about it, so I pulled the trigger, bought a set, and so this is my installation and review of the product. Uh, Had them on about a week now. So far, buying it was simple. They came fairly quick. Took about 4 weeks, which I assumed they build them by order, which wasn't too bad. If you want them now, go to the high price 4-wheel drive shops and buy it. But if you can wait a few weeks, order them online. It's great. Uh, One complaint I have about it, and I didn't contact AJ because it was minor. It was a minor issue, and they have their phone number posted all over their website, so I'm sure getting a hold of them is not a problem. But they call for a bolt, a 3/8 inch bolt, to go through the leaf spring bucket into the hanger or into the slider, and they send me this, which is a self-tapping screw, and they clearly stated in the instructions, they have instructions online, that it needed a bolt. Luckily, I have a bunch of these hanging around. It's just a 3/8 by 1 inch grade 8 bolts. What I use. They didn't specify a grade, but why not? And I just pulled them out and did that. Other than that, installation was easy. Everything's straightforward. Placement, you can't go wrong with it. They make it foolproof. How they last and how long they put up, we'll see. I got a feeling if they fall off, it's probably due to my installation technique and not their workmanship. The welds on it look professionally done. Everything's good, as you can tell. I painted it with bed liner. But other than that, that's it. So let's get to it. A list of the tools you needed and installation instructions can be found on the AJ Off-Road website. I'll put the links below if I'm not too lazy. When you get your rock sliders, they come like this. No box, just packaged in tape. But you don't need a box because it's good old American steel. Now it's time to get started. Clean those things up with your favorite solvent, some Scotch-Brite pads. Really get into all those nooks and crannies. Then spray on your favorite coating. I used truck bed liner. Don't forget to shake the snot out of that can. And before you put your sliders on, it's probably a good idea to clean and undercoat that part of the Jeep now, because it'll be a little bit difficult once you get them on. So just soapy water and a scrub brush and go to town. Once it's all dry, just go ahead and give it a good coating of undercoating or paint. And don't forget to shake the snot out of that can. Now it's time for a test fit. I found that 2 jacks worked out great with the help of a good old-fashioned milk crate. A couple of C-clamps held it all in place. Or if you're really dexterous, you could have just balanced it on your knee and marked it. If your pinch seam is a little out of whack like mine was, now's the time to beat it into submission. Now that it's got it nice and secure, take a step back and make sure everything's tight and flush and looks good. Uh-oh, I got a problem. The pinch seam on the fender is not letting the slider go all the ways up against the rocker. Just mark where the pinch seam is interfering. And while you're down there, go ahead and mark the holes for the pinch seam bolts. Just let it back down, put it someplace safe, and make sure we have some nice clean safety glasses for the next step. Oh yeah, it's fun to grind on things. Just grind that pinch seam smooth. Go ahead and put some paint or undercoating over top of the bare metal. Don't forget to shake the snot out of that can. Drill the holes for your pinch seam bolts. and then put it back up in place and hold it in with some of those bolts. Now with the rocker in place, it's time to mark the frame bolts. And with pieces of cheap gods, it doesn't hurt to do a spin. Just drill those holes, put on a little Loctite, and drive it in with a socket. It's pretty easy to do by hand, no power tools necessary. Extension comes in handy when working with that top bolt. Now change over to a bigger drill bit and drill the bolt in the leaf spring bucket. One of those Christmas tree bits come in handy for this. If you forget to put Loctite on those pinch seam bolts like I did, now's the time to take them out, put some on, and put them back in. Now just put a little bit of paint or undercoating over the top of those nice shiny bolts and you're done. And you guessed it, don't forget to shake the snot out of that can.